Hello students, today we are going to do Leçon 5, lesson number 5. In lesson number 5, we have some text portion as Galerie de Portrait. Galerie de Portrait stands for Portrait Gallery. Portrait, Gallery, Gallery of Portraits or Portrait Gallery. Let's see the translation first. There are two girls in this text who are talking about some issues. Let's check out what is that. On y va. Priya, salut Cathy, hello Cathy, comment ça va, how are you? Kathy is saying, Ça va, fine, et toi, and you? Kathy, Priya is saying, Moi, me, je suis inquiète, I'm worried. Kathy is asking, Pourquoi? Why? Priya is saying, Dama, tomorrow, j'ai mon cours d'histoire, I have history class. Et je dois écrire and I have to write sur des Français célèbres on the French celebrities. Tu peux m'aider? Can you help me? Kathy is saying, Bien sûr, of course. Viens chez moi, come with me. Come to my place. Priya is saying, D'accord, okay. Chez Kathy at Kathy's house. Kathy, regarde, look, écoute, listen, je t'explique, I explain to you. I'm explaining to you. And here are the explanations part of Kathy's. Let's check out. It is all about the writers and famous personalities she has to talk about in her history class. Right, Molière, the first one, we have even seen that Molière has written Le Malade Imaginaire in the previous chapter. C'est un acteur, he is an actor. Il a aussi écrit des pièces de théâtre. He has also written the theater pieces, in the sense theater plays, like La Maladie Imaginaire. This is his work. Il a joué, he played avec ses amis, with his friends, devant le roi Louis XIV, in front of the king Louis XIV. Louis XIV was the king of France that time when Molière was the writer in France, and he performed that La Maladie Imaginaire. To add the information, I must tell you, students, that while he was performing this play, La Malade Imaginaire, he even fell sick, fell badly sick, and he died at the scene as well. Molière. Okay, let's see the second personality we have Gustave Eiffel, very well known personality in the entire world. C'est un engineer, he's an engineer. Il a construit la Tour Eiffel, he constructed Eiffel Tower à Paris in Paris pour l'exposition universelle, for the Universal Exhibition the 1889 of 1889. Means Eiffel Tower was constructed in the year 1889 and Gustave Eiffel was the main figure behind that construction. Il a aussi construit, he also constructed l'interieur, the interior, de la Statue de la Liberté, of the Statue of Liberty. So Statue of Liberty inner part, the interior was also designed, was also constructed by Gustave Eiffel, which is in New York, New York. Third personality we have Jeanne d'Arc, very much a historical figure, and she is also known as the heroine of France. Heroine in the sense battle heroine. Elle est l'héroïne la plus célèbre de France. She is the heroine the most famous in France. Elle gardait les moutons. She used to guard the sheep. Mais un jour, but one day, elle a entendu une voix. She heard a voice qui lui a dit, which said to her, de chasser, to chase les Anglais, the English, or the France out of France. Elle a remporté plusieurs batailles. She won several battles. Mais, but, les Anglais ont brûlé. The Britishers burnt her. Jeanne d'Arc, Joan of Arc, à Rouen. At Rouen, the English, the Britishers burnt her alive. Okay. The place she was burned, that place, there is a very beautiful church as well. Now let's see. Marianne, c'est le symbole de la République française. She is the symbol of French Republic. Plusieurs actrices, several actresses, célèbres ont several celebrated celebrities, actresses have were the model pour sa représentation, for representation. Catherine Deneuve, these are some actresses. Catherine Deneuve, Brigitte Bardot. So these were some famous actresses who played this role of Marianne. Marianne has a buste dans toutes les mairies. Marianne has her buste, buste in the sense the upper part of the presentation of the person. That is, you might have seen some famous personalities in India as well, which are put on different crossroads, etc. So you can find her figure in all the mairies. Mairies are kind of municipalities in India, the France, in France. Et son portrait, and her portrait is there sur les timbres, on the stamps. Elle est aussi sur, she is also on l'Arc de Triomphe de Paris. Her picture, her image, her statue is also there on Triomphe de Paris, L'Arc de Triomphe de Paris. This is a This is a monument which is in Paris. It was made by Napoleon Bonaparte. You can find her portrait there as well. Okay, I mean to say the structural design there as well. The last person which we have to talk about is Marie Curie, 1867 1934. Marie Curie et son mari et découvert le radium. Marie Curie and her husband discovered radium. Marie Curie a été la première femme. Marie Curie was the first lady professor à la Sorbonne. Sorbonne is a university. In that university, Marie Curie was the first lady professor. Elle a reçu, she received le prix Nobel, the Nobel Prize de physique or physics en 1903 in 1903 et le prix Nobel de chimie and physics Nobel Prize in 1911. Okay, right. So we move ahead with some activities. Activity number one, let's check out what is that. It is saying, Pourquoi Priya s'inquiète? Why Priya is worried? Priya s'inquiète, Priya is worried. Parce que because dans son cours d'histoire in her history class, elle doit écrire, she has to write sur français célèbre on the French celebrities. Où vont Priya et Kathy? Where Priya and Kathy go? Priya and Kathy vont chez Kathy. Priya and Kathy are going to Kathy's place itself. Question number 3. Qui a construit la Tour Eiffel? Who constructed Eiffel Tower? Gustave Eiffel a construit la Tour Eiffel. Gustave Eiffel constructed Eiffel Tower. Question number 4. Qu'a dit la voix de Jeanne d'Arc? What does the voice say to Joan of Arc? La voix a dit, the voice said à Jeanne d'Arc to Joan of Arc, the chasse, the chess, les jongleurs, the English, or de la France, out of France. Où peut-on trouver la buste de Marianne? Where we can find buste de Marianne? On peut trouver, we can find la buste de Marianne or the buste de Marianne sur les timbres on the timbre stamps et dans les mairies de France and the mairies of France. As I said that earlier, it is municipalities as you have it in India. So French municipalities are mairies, right? Where even mayor lives. Activity number 2, the vrai ou faux, true false. Gustave Eiffel a construit la Tour Eiffel, vrai. Molière a gagné plusieurs batailles. Molière won several battles, false. It's not Molière but Jeanne d'Arc. Marie Curie received le prix Nobel. Marie Curie received Nobel Prize, yes, vrai. Molière a écrit la maladie imaginaire. Molière wrote maladie imaginaire, vrai. Les jongleurs brûlèrent Jeanne d'Arc. The English burned Joan of Arc, vrai. Right. So this is students the text part. Moving ahead, we have this portion called passé composé. Right, you can check passé composé. First of all, we have to do sujet, then avoir verb conjugation, then participe passé du verbe. The three parts which you have to take care of. First, subject pronoun, then avoir verb conjugation you have to do in lesson number 5. Être verb conjugation you have to do in lesson number 6. Right now, we'll focus on avoir verb conjugation and participe passé. How do we do? So first of all, you have to learn avoir verb conjugation. That is j'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. So this is avoir. Now the part is of participe passé. For er ending verb, drop the final e or drop final er and add e accent. Like parler, you can see er dropped e accent. Regarder, er dropped e accent. Donner, er dropped e accent. Habiter, er dropped e accent. And ir ending verb, just drop the final r. Choisir, drop r. Dormir, drop r. Finir, drop r. And rougir, drop r. For re ending verb, we drop re and we add u. Right? And these are the list of some irregulars. Right? You have to memorize these irregulars like attendre. However, this is regular. Attendre, re ending verb, drop re, add u. Avoir is regular. Eu, boire is bu, battre is regular. Courir is couru, irregular. Connaître is connu, conduire is conduit, dire is dit, d'avoir dû, entendre, entendu, this is regular. Être is été, irregular. Faire is fait, irregular. Entidi, antidi, irregular. Lire, lu, irregular. So, perdre is regular. So there are some, répondre is regular. There are some regular and rest of them are irregulars which you have to memorize, students, right? Let's move on to some questions, some activities on passé composé. Activity number 3, met le participe passé du verbe, put the participe passé of the verb. So only participe passé you have to write. So check that. Here it is habiter, er dropped, e accent. Re ending verb, re dropped, u. Vouloir is irregular, we have to learn voulu. Ouvrir verb, ouvert, this is irregular. So where I'm crossing, this is irregular. This is irregular. This is irregular. This is regular. Être irregular, which you have to learn. Boire irregular, which you have to learn. View irregular, which you have to learn, and mettre irregular, which you have to learn. Right. Now, next question, activity number 4, you have to put in passé composé. So, for passé composé, you need avoir verb conjugation and then participe passé. So, il a connu. Connaître will be connu. Avoir verb first. Tu as eu. Avoir verb participe passé and avoir verb here as well. Nous avons choisi. Regular verb. Tick. So, regular I ending verb drop R. Let it be I ending. Pauline a appris. Irregular. So apprendre will be appris. Peter et Paul, ONT, rencontrer, regular verb. Let's tick. Il a dormi, regular verb. Drop R, I ending. Elle a offert, irregular. Offrir will be offert. Ils ont dit, irregular verb. Dire becomes dit. And il, according to il, avoir is ONT. Activity number 5 is some culture and civilization questions. Qui a écrit la malade imaginaire? Molière a écrit la malade imaginaire. Molière wrote la malade imaginaire. Next question, qui est la plus célèbre héroïne de l'histoire de France? Who is the most famous heroine of history of France? Jeanne d'Arc. Joan of Arc est la plus célèbre héroïne de l'histoire de France. Jeanne d'Arc is the most famous heroine of history of France. Qui a découvert le radium? Who discovered radium? Answer is Marie Curie. Marie Curie a découvert, discovered the radium, right? So students, we are done with all the activities. We have to move on to exercises. We have to do just one exercise. I'll be discussing some random questions over here. Let's read the question first. It is accorde les participes passés. Put the participe passé. Précédé, preceded. The l'auxiliaire, preceded by auxiliary verb avoir. So first you have to write avoir, then participe passé. En conjuguant, by conjugating les verbes, the verbs in passé composé. So let's see. Paul is Suzanne, there are two persons, it means ILS. ONT and rencontre is a regular ER ending verb. So I'll drop ER and add EX in. So students, question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can find all our ER ending verb and these all are regular ER ending verbs. So you have to drop ER and add EX in. Rencontrer, regarder, écouter, déjeuner, pique-niquer, jouer, téléphoner, visiter, acheter, voyager, envoyer. So these are all regular. So ER drop, E accent you have to write. And before that, you have to write avoir verb conjugation. J'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. Right? Let's check question number 12. This is irregular. Prompt becomes pre. So il a pris. Il est content. Finir again, it's regular. 13 is regular. R dropped and I ending. Il a fini. Question number 14, avite. This is again regular. Être is irregular. Ete, ete, accent on both e. Tu, irregular, eu. Il, irregular, eu. So avoir, both avoir is irregular only. Same way we'll do. Qu'est-ce que vous boire? Bu, irregular. Voir, view, irregular. And last one, payer is regular. So in total, we have irregular 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 5 and 1 here, 6. 6 irregulars we have to memorize and then rest regulars are there out of 20. 14 are regular. You can do these 14 on regular method. For ER ending verb, drop ER, add EX in. For IR ending verb, drop the final R. And for RE ending verb, drop the RE and add U. This is the way we do the conjugation and participe passé and passé composé in French. So I just conclude this passé composé. For passé composé, we need avoir and être verb both. But in lesson number 5, so far we have to only know avoir verb. So you have to learn students avoir verb conjugation and then the participe passé. Regulars, rule you know. Irregulars, you have to memorize. So you have to memorize those irregulars only which are coming in the questions. Memorize them, that your work will be done. And for your further knowledge, for your further connaissance, you can also learn some more irregulars that will be of course beneficial if you are carrying on French in future classes, right? So this is all students, all 5 chapters have been completed and that is all needed for the half yearly examination. That's all for today and hope you learned passé composure and the activities and some writers in French lesson number 5. So Happy learning, students. Bon apprentissage. Au revoir et bonne journée.